What's up everyone? Now, Moth Trap was out last night and I'm really excited to go through this one. As my UK viewers will know, we're in a heat wave at the moment. Last night was really warm. It didn't drop below 18, maybe even 19 degrees. I came outside at about 3:30 this morning and I was in my t-shirt and shorts and it was really warm and humid and the moth trap was swarming, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to get straight into it and there'll be a lot of species to get through, trust me. I mean, just look at this. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to start with this beastie. So this is one that I've never had in my garden before, and you might remember on a last moth trapping video I featured a very large hairy caterpillar. This is what the moth is. Oak egger, Lasiocampa quercus. What a beautiful moth. The males are day flying, females though fly at night, can be attracted to light. Absolutely beautiful. First time I've ever caught it. Very nice. This moth, it's my second time catching this moth, had it once last year. This is Habricine pyretoides, the buff archers. It's a very pretty moth. Larvae feed on bramble, some other shrubs as well. Getting ready to fly off here. Gonna put him back in the pot. Gorgeous. Okay, we've got Biston betullaria, the peppered moth. Always nice to get. And this lovely moth is Lasperia flexula, the beautiful hook tip. It's a moth that used to be fairly scarce in the county, but now it's more widespread and common, and it's a bit blurry there. I do apologise. The phone is terrible at focusing. Come on. There we go. So it used to be scarce in the county, now more common and widespread. Another nice moth, not a true hook tip, but still characteristic shape to the wings. We've got a micro down there, which is Celipha lacunana. A very common micro. Wow, this is what I mean by crazy. Obviously I'm not going to go through every species. We've got beautiful Arapteryx sambucaria, the swallow-tailed moth. Absolute beauty. These are actually a fairly widespread and common moth throughout the UK, though apart from occasionally being attracted to lighted windows at dusk, they are seldom seen. But they're absolutely beautiful. Got another lovely peppered moth down there. Just so many other moths. Down here we have Scopula imitaria, the small blood vein. Obviously not with a vein as red as the blood vein, but still a nicely marked moth. On this side we have a lovely Melancra persiceri, the dot moth, with that obvious white kidney mark, the so-called dot on its forewing. Okay, I've potted up this beauty. This is another new moth for my garden. I have trapped it elsewhere, away from my garden. This is Bina bicolorata, the scarce silver lines. And despite its name, it's not actually that scarce. It is found throughout England and Wales and can be fairly frequent. Not abundant, but fairly frequent. It's definitely not rare, but it's a beauty. It's a nice one to catch. It is new for my garden though, so I'm very pleased with that. Lovely moth. I don't know what's going on with these hawthorn shield bugs. Seems to be one that's keen on becoming the third wheel. Interesting. Wow, another busy egg box. So, stands out on here, we have 5 Deilephila elpenor elephant hawk moths. Very beautiful, as always. But what stands out to me is this. This little moth is Macaria warrior, the V-moth. And in Yorkshire, it is fairly scarce. It does turn up to my trap fairly regularly though. I have had it for the past 4 years in a row, sometimes several per trap. The larvae do feed on currants and gooseberries, and with the arrival of pesticides used by gardeners and gardens, it has undergone a decline. So that is one of the reasons why it's so scarce now. but it still exists. It's still nice to get the V-moth with that black V on its grey wings. We have the forever charming Diacrisia chrysitis, burnished brass. Absolutely gorgeous moth. Orange head and shimmering metallic golden brassy scales on its wings. Okay, we've got a lovely Tethia ocularis on this side, a figure of 80. Featured it before, fairly common, probably the commonest lutestring family, lutestring species I get from the lutestring family. Some more nice species on this egg tray. We've got Hemithia astivaria, the common emerald, that's that green one there, next to the blood vein. I like green moths. Green moths are very, very nice looking moths. Common emerald is another one of my favourites. We have Heliothis peltagira, the bordered straw. I think this is another first for me. I've had scarce bordered straw with the large influx last autumn, but not bordered straw. We'll do a couple of micros. So this one is Agapita harmana, and that's a common one. More yellow when fresh. And scooching over here we have an Eponometa evonimella, the spindle ermine, and there's been lots of records of larvae of those this year. And they're also a very common moth, but this year I have a feeling they're going to be more common than usual. We have the lovely furcula, the sallow kitten. Lovely, fluffy, very nicely marked moth. Right then, as all the moths prepare to take off, a very busy night, I will end the video there. So, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. Had well over 80 different species. I still need to ID some micros as well, so it's been an absolutely brilliant night. I might put it out again tonight, might put the actinic out tonight, as it's going to be another warm night after another very hot day. So, enjoy the weather while you can.